So today we're gonna show Larry versus Fiora, and it's gonna be a replay because I wasn't recording when I was playing this match. But it seems like a really good match to display. So look, I just walked over that ward, right? So you notice that ward I just walked over? It's foreshadowing. So I try to get a deep ward, try to be sneaky. Unfortunately, somebody warded bush and they saw me. And this is not a good start. Alright, the flash, the Fiora has no respect of my jungler being there. And I go down, first blood. Fiora. Wow. Good champion. But yeah, so like, obviously it's not a good match. It's not a good match, you know, starting off the game, giving Fiora first blood. And on top of that, I went tier like a dumbass, right? I used all my pots. So I come to lane with a tier. I come to lane with a tier, no pots. So I have no sustain. I'm thinking I need, you know, I thought the game was gonna go regular. And I could farm some mana. And then this Fiora decides to go all LCS on me. And you'll see what happens. So actually let's look at the Fiora, because the Fiora is the one who's dictating the you know, the environment. And look what's happening. She's hard freezing. I cannot step up. I'm only like inching away from experience, from the zone of experience, because if I get too close, I'm gonna get hurt. There I get a nice pull, but does it even matter? Nope. Fiora just punished me right there. Just, you know, just made sure and told me I cannot step up. Look at that, completely zoning, not allowing me to step up at all. So there's no priority top, right? I'm out of the game basically, and then this happens. Our Graves tries to go for scuttle. I don't see why Graves would try to go for scuttle when this is happening. So I decided to walk to lane because I thought it was going to push towards me. And then once I noticed it wasn't going to push towards me, I teleport to try to like break the freeze. And here I'm trying to like manipulate the minions so that, you know, it doesn't push. But look at this, it's actually pushing harder. And so this is not a good match. So let's stay on Fiora real quick. I think I go to ward.
Double kill.
Okay, enemy bot just got double kill. And this Fiora is not giving me anything. I'm just not allowed to step up. Fortunately for me, I got a nice pull there, and I chunked her hard enough so that now it's a bit risky for her to step up. But I know that there's just no way I could step up. It's just... Look at that, the freeze is even harder. It's just an uglier freeze for her, and like, at least for me rather. And let's look at the minion count. It's 19 to 7 and a kill. Brutal, dude. This is brutal. Yeah, that's gonna hard freeze. I can't do anything about this. Well, I come to lane and I'm thinking, okay, I need to come to lane real fast and just like push this. But she teleports smartly enough. And look at the experience difference. It's level 5 versus level 3. and she continues with the zone. So she's probably closer to level 6 than I am to level 4. At this point, she's literally, excuse me, she's literally trying to zone me away from experience. Look at that, I had to back that way, and I just straight up back. There's nothing I can do. I just straight up, okay, never mind. Oh, this is what I do. So this is what I do. So I see that my lane is pushing, and this Fiora wants to punish me. So now I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that she's punishing me. Right? Look, she's so greedy to punish me that I'm just here trying to bait her with the ward, but then she finally caught on, and she's like, okay, I'll let the ward go down. I just needed to push into her turret, but you know, feels better. Feels bad. This is just brutal, dude. She's literally zoning me from XP now. Now that she's level 6, I cannot step up. I learned something from this game as well, because this is probably what happens in like higher elos. What the hell was I even thinking stepping up there? Oh, this Fiora, and she giggled, she taunted me, she laughed, she said /L right there, shift L / laugh. Yeah, okay, so I go down again. I'm level 4, she's level 7. Level 7 to my level 4. The game is 7-1. Not looking good, boys. I have 11 CS, she has 52. So this is like something you'd see like in LCS basically. And generally I think you're supposed to go and like help your jungler farm, right? And oh yeah, I sold my tier because I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm stacking my tier up. I'm not gonna worry about mana this game. I'm not even gonna build damage because I can't. I am done. This game is over as far as my my lane. So I can't cause any more damage than I already have, and it's already brutal. Look, 62 CS. I only have 11. She's level 8. I'm level 4. This is brutal. And then finally the lane shoves up to me. Go like this. Fiora was stepped up. Whoops. And Fiora goes down. There we go. Finally some sunshine. Some sunshine. So I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. So she has this huge freeze. Now what she needs to do is dive me with her jungler. But she has no priority and she has no idea where my Graves is. Right? So here's what I do. I try to bait the fight. She uses her parry on nothing. And now that she's slowed, it's GG for her. She goes down. Okay, so I finally get to get some, you know, XP. I'm level 6. Got my ulti. Let's see what's happening here. Does gold cost go down? Is that the question? Alright. Okay, this is a chase, I'm not gonna see it. Now what I'm doing is I'm shoving the waves. I know her teleport is down, right? So I know Fiora's teleport is down. So I had to shove the extra wave so that it pushes towards me. So this next wave and this next wave gets to push towards my turret. because I'm still down, right? Let's look at the score. It's 65 CS to 26 CS. Down to, 2 deaths. She's up 2 kills. So it's still brutal. I built Bramble Vest, and I got 2 cloth armors. I couldn't. Well, I think I could have afforded the tie rise. Could I? Well, maybe not. I figured getting another cloth would probably be more worth it, considering my position. Oh, not to mention, look at the plates. Yeah, so she's up a lot of gold. And if you look at the score, it's 20k to 15k. And here's where it all, I start playing it correctly. So I don't know if you saw that. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna rewind to so here she is, and this is the biggest misplay I think so far. I don't think the Graves gank was that much of a misplay. I think this is the misplay. So here she is, she's pushing with time at. I don't think she should have built time at. But she takes a turret shot. And this is why it's important not to take turret shots. See? Now she has to back. So she made 2 mistakes. One, she built time at, right? I don't understand why you would want to build time at. I think you build it is if you have trouble with wave clear. And I mean, technically she does in this sort of matchup, but when she has so much control, now that she's pushing the waves, I think I go down, but Graves comes and cleans it up. So this is still pretty bad if you think about it. And Graves takes the wave. He has to shove. And yeah, so this is still pretty bad for me. The score is 12-4. Down, 3 deaths. She's up 3 kills. 75 CS to 28. That's brutal. I mean, but you gotta buff Fiora though, right? I think I think Fiora needs some buffs, right? According to Riot. But yeah, let's focus back in the game. So she buys the time at. It's kind of a mistake for her because now she's perma shoving instead of zoning me as she was. Now she's perma shoving. And she's taking unnecessary tower shots. So she played the lane phase, like the early level, almost perfectly, right? Yeah, it's a shit. It's a flash out of there. Right now, I'm just warming her up. And now she just dies, once again. But the game is still pretty bad. It's 15-5. Our ball lane's also getting demolished.
Will soon fall.
There's 5 kills on Samura. She's up 120 CS and Jin's up 80. Our only saving grace is Graves right now. Right? And I think, yeah, he's up on the Malphite. 30 CS. So that's something to keep in mind. When you have a player that's doing well on your team and they're trying to carry, you can't make the game harder for them to carry. You can't make it worse. And I think had I, try to continue building tier and build damage, I would have just made the game worse. Oh, and what happens here? I get a kill. Oh, let me rewind that. I was not paying attention. So what? Okay, this happens. Let's actually look at me for a second. I just rewinded there. Okay, I'm teleporting. Oh, Oh, this is terrible. This is so bad.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
This is so bad. Why would I tell? That's such a terrible teleport. Okay, so I take the worst useless teleport ever. Giving Fiora the, you know, the plates and first turret. Oh, look at that. And they give her golems. Dude, this shit is brutal. So I see Graves hovering. I'm gonna try to evade it. I think Graves gets really tilted right here, I think. I know at one point in the game he's just being really toxic to me. And I think this is it. I think at this point Graves had all but given up. Oh, that's cool. I got the fiora somehow. I meant to get the Ari there, but somehow I got the fiora. But look at the score. It's 16-9. It's no longer that, you know, that crazy deficit. The gold is still a $5,000 gold difference. But we're getting a lot of shutdowns here. I mean, the game's still pretty bad. And somehow, I mean, I guess you guys can probably guess. I wouldn't be uploading if this wasn't a fun match. You could probably guess the outcome, right? But from the beginning, you'd probably think, this game is up all and over, right? It's still 5,000 gold deficit. Let's look at the items. She finished her time at, and I have Bomby Cinder and Ramble Vest. Alright, Ari goes down, Graves goes down. Fiora's pushing the bot lane, and I'm in top lane. So I guess they're griefing at this point. Okay, but look, this Fiora, she just gave me a kill. She took turret. Not sure if that's a worth trade because I'm catching up on levels. The fact that I'm on the map and she isn't at this stage of the game, like, yeah, she's up basically 50 CS on me, right? She's up 50 CS on me, but now we have the same amount of kills, and she actually has more deaths than I do.
Red team has slain the dragon.
And now look at the score. It's 18-4. It's not such a crazy deficit. The gold lead has gone from 5,000 to I'd say 4,000. You know, it's a 4,000 gold difference. Our ball lane is still being gapped. Samira has 5 kills. Our Jhin has 4 deaths, 1 kill. The game seems basically even. I would say, no, the game is basically even at this point. Remember that monstrous 50 CS lead? Look at that, I have 74 and Fiora now has 120. Still, you know, I'm still losing there, but it's not too bad. I finally finished my mythic at 20 minutes, basically, 1920. the Frostfire Gauntlet. And also something to notice, level 12 while she's level 11. So that just shows that even if you get annihilated and you have no gold, that's not really as important as just staying alive and not going for aggro aggressive plays. And by aggressive, I mean this. Boom. See? Like, yes, she got the turret, you know. She's probably thinking, oh, okay, that's worth, right? But remember, I was already up a level on her. And now that she's dead for another 30 seconds, I'm on the map farming and, you know, applying pressure, where all she managed to do is take the turret. And don't get me wrong, taking a turret is, you know, a really good objective, but it's not something to die for. I think we all go down here, maybe? Yeah, see, this is a pretty, this is the point I think, and fiora is just a, you know, a very weak champion that needs buffs, right? It's just, yo, this Maokai almost went off though. Okay, Samaria goes down. Wait, I mean, wait, who went down? Oh, I think that was our Volcos. Volcos went down. So we basically got aced, and now they're taking Baron. I teleport. They're hurt. We managed to stop the Baron. I pick up a kill from Malphite. And so this is pretty huge. They wasted a lot of time. And potentially gives us, you know, the possibility of taking Baron. I'm much tankier. They don't really have a tank on the team, because Malphite built AP. Let's see what's happening. Okay. So they try to stop our Baron. They try to stop our Baron play. Turn. And we go 3 for 2. And so, yeah. They have 2 down, we have 3 down. Right now we shouldn't fight. Although, you know, Graves is really strong right now. But so is their Samira and their Blitzcrank. So we should reset. But this is good for us because if we're trading, then, you know, it's much better than just getting annihilated like we were earlier. So right now there's a 4,000 gold. Okay, so Malphite respects. He couldn't burst get the kill, so he leaves. The score is 25-20. And this game's pretty brutal. She finished Triforce. So she's pretty strong. But she has 8 deaths. Think about the start that she had. That start that she had was pretty well, you know, pretty abusive, if I had to use an adjective. I mean, right now she's trying to cheese somebody. Jin Gale Force is out of there. But I mean, the champion is us, right? So here's the thing. She's doing way better than our Jin. Our Jin is 1-7. She's 6-8. But now she traded her life for Jin's life, and Jin's life might as well have been a simulation. I get pulled with Blissful, but I'm tanky. And there we go. I back because there's nothing for me to do. I already did, my job, which is to tank. And I back, and we're doing a Baron play. Alright. Yeah, we give up on Baron. Smart. Ooh, so close, so close. Fiora is a bit out of position. But there's just no way to catch up to her. So you have to let her go. So she's just being annoying in the side lane. There's really nobody who could stop her besides our Graves, but our Graves is needed. He's better allocated with the team. Because right now, that's just basically wasting Graves' time, Graves should have been the top. He shouldn't be trying to stop Fiora. But what can he do? Fiora is Subaru. Okay, that's pretty big. He wins the 1v1. Harvey tries to zone, but she goes down. And I flash over. They still manage to get Baron, but we basically aced him. The only one who stayed with Baron was the Blitzcrank. And basically that gold lead that they had, 5,000 gold lead, is basically, I would say less than 1,000. It's within 1,000. And so we push down and we get the... Now we're chilling. Now we got a game, boys. Graves is level 16, I'm level 15. Their Malphite's level 13. And their Ari's level 15, and their Fiora is level 15. The biggest difference right now is the bot lane. Their bot lane's level 14, their AD carry. Our AD carry is still level 12. Level 12. And let's look at the items. He has Gale Force Collector, while Samira has Triforce Collector as well as Last Whisper. And here I don't understand why Jin is so many things happening. Well, Fiora just took down Valkos. Graves down takes Ari. I think Maokai just goes down here. Oh, just back. Oh, nice. Okay, Blitzcrank says, I'm out of here. I'm gonna flash out of here. Okay, and I'm top lane. I'm level 16. I've managed to stop dying, right? I've managed to stop dying. I only have 5 deaths, and I have 5 kills. The Fiora has 7 kills, 11 deaths, right? I have 10 assists though. So I've been actively, you know, helping my team on the map. While Fiora's been trying to take the turrets, but she's too tunnel vision on the turrets. It's probably her biggest mistake. So now you gotta think, a better player would have kept freezing and not build time map. So the real question is, how would I have been able to deal with that? I don't think I could. I think this game would have been over if that was the case. So now I have to be a little bit more careful in my starts, not to ward or walk around through top side. So if I'm gonna try to ward on blue. Yikes! What happens here? Let's look at that. Okay, let's see what happens. Keep an eye on Graves. He's level 17. Fiora's level 15. Right. Our Graves is basically full items. And they go for the 1v1, and Fiora just needs more buffs. I think Fiora needs more buffs. That's you know, that's just let's actually look at the items. Gale Force, Triforce, Collector, Mortal Reminder, and the Stopwatch, which he probably didn't have time to use. While Fiora has Triforce, Hydra, Blade, and that's it. So she's literally like 2 items. No, she's actually 1 item behind. Alright, and Fiora's just putting a lot of pressure. I have to rotate. She went from level 15 to level 17. So kills seem to give her a lot of experience. Later in game. So right now I'm trying to kill Fiora on the turret. But somehow, right there, it actually seemed like she wasn't gonna go down. It's just Fiora needs more buffs. Our inhibitors are exposed. That's not good. Going against a 1v1 champion that nobody can handle, really. Okay, Volkaz is pinging Women's help. Graves is winning Lari. Oh, close. I hope the Volkaz get the blue buff. I go back down. Fiora's still deaf. You know? She got the turret, but I mean, like, is it worth it? Ooh, nice. Ari goes down. Jhin gets a kill, a much needed kill. Right? I'm in ball lane, pushing. And so let's look at the score. Now we're actually up by 100 gold. Actually, we're basically even. Now we're like for real even on gold. It's just allocated to certain players, but we're even on gold. We're up in kills too. Nice. We're down 2 turrets. Alright, so I back out. I'm assuming. I was going down to Drake, but I have to go and defend the Fiora's push. I think right now they're pinging back because, well, Ari just came off. Somebody just got pulled. Graves goes down. That's not good. And this is a critical moment right here. If I go down, the game is lost. And boom, I managed to kill the Fiora there, but that's because Fiora was so tunnel vision on the inhibitor. Right now there's a team fight going down, right? Let's actually look at that team fight. Okay, yeah, let's. So we've already seen the we already seen when I go top to defend the inhibitor, but let's actually look at the team fight. Let's keep our eyes on Graves. Because he seems to be the the Chad here, right? So let's look at Graves. It's pretty toxic player though. Don't get me wrong. Graves gets pulled, so big pull. What's that word? Basically zonas. He goes down. There's nothing he can do. Jin is using his ultimate. Malphite goes down. Well, Malphite goes down rather. And Jin Gale forces forward, gets the kill. Nice. I think Jin actually got the Samira as well with his ultimate. I wasn't paying attention to that. Boom. Jin gets some much needed kills. I teleport from the top fight with Fiora. Here I'm shoving mid. The death timers are pretty high.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
What a brutal match. And we actually managed to get the W. Whoops. Yeah, but the game. And GG.
A summoner has disconnected.
Now let's look at the score. Fiora ends the match with 13 deaths. I don't know how. I end up with a positive KDA with 8 kills, 5 deaths, 10 assists, with a 400 gold, shutdown, bounty. The CS, I managed to catch up. It's basically 180 to 206. The biggest gap I see is Graves just destroyed Malphite with the farming later into the game. Mid lane was actually Volkos actually stepped his game up. Our bot lane was getting annihilated, and somehow we all came up. And look at that, we all have 10 assists. Kind of showing that we were all playing as a team together. And so there you go. Now you know Fiora is just, she needs more buffs. And GG. I don't think I have anything else to say here, but yeah. See you on the next one. Peace.